Most people spend their entire lives chasing money. They work longer hours, jump from one opportunity to another, and hope that one day, something will finally click. But money was never designed to be chased. Money is like a magnet. It moves naturally toward people who have built the right systems around them. Wealth isn't a stroke of luck or a secret formula that only a few know. It's the result of structure. The truly wealthy don't run after money. They build a life where money flows toward them automatically. Today, I want to share the 4 systems that allow you to reach that point. The power system, the emotional control system, the relationship system, and the wealth stage system. Once these 4 systems are strong, money becomes a side effect of your growth. You don't chase it, it comes to you. Let's start with the first, the power system. Power isn't about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself, your time, your energy, and your decisions. When people lose control of these things, they lose everything else that follows. Many people unknowingly give their power away every day. They give it to their emotions, to their fears, to their distractions, or to other people's opinions. They wake up and immediately react to the world instead of directing it. The wealthy operate differently. They take full ownership of their lives. They don't wait for permission or perfect timing. They decide, they move, and they adapt. Their power comes from clarity. They know where they're heading and why. They understand that every small decision either builds or breaks their foundation. When you have power, your focus becomes sharper. You stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter. You learn to guard your time like it's money, because it is. You start every day with purpose, not just movement. The truth is, motivation is temporary. Discipline is structural. When you build habits that keep you on track even on bad days, you've created real power. Think of a CEO. He doesn't necessarily work harder than his employees, but he makes decisions that create leverage, systems, people, and tools that multiply his results. That's what power is, clarity multiplied by consistent action. When you own your time, your decisions, and your habits, you stop reacting to life and start leading it. The second system is the emotional control system. This one determines who keeps their wealth and who loses it. Money doesn't disappear, it moves. It moves from people who are emotional to people who are calm. When markets crash, when opportunities come and go, or when fear spreads, those who can remain calm and think clearly make the best decisions. The average person makes financial and career choices based on emotion. They get greedy when things are good and panic when things go wrong. But those who build emotional control see things differently. They understand their triggers, what makes them act impulsively or doubt themselves. They don't make decisions when they're angry, tired, or anxious. They give themselves space to think. Sometimes the best decision is simply to wait. Emotions fade, logic returns. In wealth building, emotional discipline is everything. Don't invest because everyone else is. Don't sell because everyone else is scared. Respond, don't react. Calm people always win long-term because they can think when others are drowning in emotion. Warren Buffett once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." But it's not only about investing. It's about how you deal with pressure in life. If you can stay calm when others panic, you become the one people trust, follow, and invest in. Emotional control means you understand that true wealth grows slowly and steadily. Every time you give in to greed or fear, you destroy your own foundation. But every time you stay calm and disciplined, you compound your results. Control your emotions, and you'll control your outcomes. Because emotional strength is wealth protection. Now let's move to the third system, relationships. No one becomes successful alone. Every wealthy person has built a network of mentors, partners, and supporters who multiply their opportunities. But this isn't just about knowing people. It's about how you build and maintain those relationships. Poor networks are transactional. They're built on what people can get from each other. Rich networks are based on trust, reputation, and value. The wealthy understand that every connection is a form of capital. It can open doors, protect assets, and create opportunities that money alone can't buy. The secret is to build trust before you need it. Most people only reach out when they need help, and that's why it rarely works. The smart approach is to give first. Help others without expecting a return. Offer value, share knowledge, support their goals. Over time, you build invisible credit in people's hearts. That credit always pays back. Strong relationships also come from structure. Every successful person has 3 circles: mentors who guide them, peers who challenge them, and followers they support or teach. Mentors give you vision, peers give you motivation, and followers give you purpose. Each circle strengthens a different part of you. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. Every word, every promise, every action either builds or burns trust. When people see you as reliable, consistent, and fair, doors will open automatically. Environment matters too. If you surround yourself with negativity, your standards fall without you noticing. But if your circle is full of disciplined, goal-driven people, your mindset rises automatically. You start to mirror their habits, their language, their confidence. There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just philosophy, it's math. Your income, your mindset, even your emotional stability reflect your environment. So if you want to grow, upgrade your circle. Relationships are not built when you need them. They're built over time, through consistency and genuine care. So invest in people. Build relationships before you need them, because wealth always grows faster through people than through numbers. Now we arrive at the 4th and final system, the wealth stage system. This system helps you understand where you are financially and what strategies fit your stage. Most people fail because they use the wrong strategy for their situation. They try to invest like the rich when they're still struggling to pay the bills. That's like trying to run before learning to walk. There are 4 stages of wealth, and each one requires a different mindset. The first is the survival stage. This is where you're just trying to stay afloat, paying bills, getting out of debt, trying to build stability. At this stage, your focus shouldn't be investing or chasing quick profits. Your focus is control. You build discipline. You learn to manage expenses, track income, and break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Once you stabilize, you move into the stability stage. Here, you have predictable income and can start saving. You build an emergency fund and learn the basics of money management. You begin to understand how money works, how to protect it, grow it, and not lose it to bad habits. This stage builds your financial foundation. Then comes the growth stage. Now you have surplus capital. You're no longer fighting to survive, you're building assets. This is where you invest in property, stocks, or businesses. You start creating systems where your money works for you. But discipline still matters. Many people lose control here because they spend faster than they grow. Stay focused. Reinvest profits and protect your gains. Finally, there's the freedom stage. This is when your passive income exceeds your expenses. You no longer work for money, money works for you. Here, your focus shifts from growth to protection and legacy. You start building systems and people who can continue your success even when you're not around. The problem is that people jump stages. Someone still struggling financially tries to play the high-risk game of the rich and ends up losing everything. Wealth grows step by step. It's like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You start with the foundation, then the walls, then the design. When you understand your stage, you understand your strategy. You stop copying others and you start playing your own game. Now let's connect everything together. Your power system gives you control over direction and energy. Your emotional control system keeps you calm and rational when pressure rises. Your relationship system expands your influence and opens doors. And your wealth stage system ensures that every action fits your financial reality. These 4 systems form the backbone of lasting wealth. They don't rely on luck or timing or talent. They rely on structure, consistency, and discipline. If you maintain these systems, money will naturally find you. When your systems are right, opportunities appear without effort. People start trusting you, projects start flowing, and investments start growing. Not because you're chasing money, but because you've become the kind of person who attracts it. So stop running after every new opportunity or quick win. Instead, build systems that outlast moods, markets, and motivation. Because real wealth isn't built overnight, it's built by design. Money is not the goal. Freedom is. And freedom is built through structure. This is Wealth Alchemy, the art of turning your daily habits, your mindset, and your systems into gold. If this video helped you see money differently, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because once you master these 4 systems, you'll never need to chase money again. Money will start chasing you.